that we've got to dive into is we utilize different pricing strategies. When we have a unit come into our service department, we don't price them all the same. You know, when we look at pricing strategies, you've got 3 options that you can utilize for pricing strategies. First, it's probably the one you use most common, but should be using the least amount, and that's called time and material work. So we have a unit come in and we have probably our best technician, because it's the most complex problem, get on this, turn on the clock, and just start working on it. You know, we don't know, let go, let God. We got to just see how long this takes. We don't really know. And we don't ever give like any parameters. And that's that time and material work until you get to the end and the customer's like, I'm not paying that much for this unit. Like, what do you mean it took you X amount of hours? I had no idea it was going to be that. No, my friends. Time and material work should be less than 10% of our overall pricing inside of a service department. The next option we have is menu pricing. Now, when you think of menu pricing is simply the basic service that you would do on units when they come in. They're very set, very basic work, and there are part sets that just go along with them. They're standardized and they are not complex. These are typically something a B-level or mid-level technician could do in your service department. The third piece is flat rating. Now, before you come at me with rotten tomatoes going flat rating, that'll never work in my service department, Sarah. We're not the auto industry. Listen for me for just a second. The way that you get your service department to this place where we have 100% efficiency, 126% efficiency, and we even have some that are in the 140% efficiency on the technicians, it's because they're using flat rating. Now, when we utilize flat rating inside of a dealership, it's not just basic, here's what it is. We typically start with the manufacturer's warranty rate, and then we utilize multipliers on that based on the condition of the equipment. Now, we look at it and we say, is this equipment in a spot that it looks like it has just come off our lot? This is what we would call excellent condition, excellent to good condition. It looks like it just came off your lot. It's beautiful, it's pristine, it's been kept in a storage shed, and that owner goes and waxes it every single day. Like, they're like, this is my pride and joy. That is excellent to good condition, okay? We have good to fair condition, where it looks like it's probably been kept outside. It has not been kept up all the way, and they do not get in for their yearly or bi-yearly services that need to happen on this. And then the third one is fair to poor condition. This looks like they let their brother-in-law use it, okay? That's how we know it's in good, fair to poor condition. Their brother-in-law utilized it. They tried to do some service on themselves, and they did not care. They left it out in a hailstorm. All right, you know what I'm talking about here. Or they even let their college son or daughter utilize it for a lovely get-together. That's how we know that it is in good, fair to poor condition. But here's the deal. When we look at each of these pricing strategies, the reason that we stay so far away from the space of doing time and material work in your service department is because when you do time and material work, you are giving your customer a discount on your best technician. Because again, often the time and material work we need to do is based off of our best technician doing it. And think about it for just a second. Typically, your best technician is the highest paid technician in your service department. They're the one you've spent the most on for tools and the one you've spent the most on for training. And you're like, listen, customer, here, have my best technician. And they're just going to go through this job for you and it's going to be fantastic. No. If we're going to use our best technician on time and material work, what we're going to do is utilize their efficiency as a multiplier for the time that we charge. So let's say that our labor rate is $100 an hour, but our technician is 125% efficient over the last 2 weeks. We would take that 125% and multiply it by the 100 and telling us that our labor rate would now, for that technician on that time and material work, would be $125 an hour. We utilize the technician's efficiency as a multiplier for the time and material work. So how are you doing on a scale of 1 to 5 on making sure that you have your pricing strategies tuned in for it? 1 being, man, Sarah, I've never thought about anything other than time and material work. And 5 being, Sarah, we've got this where we've got 10% time and material, about 20% menu pricing, and the rest of it is flat rating. Where are you at?